Hello, welcome to our podcast, and I'm Martina, and this is Tom.
Hi.
My boyfriend. Hi. And today what we're going to be talking about is our favorite hair care products. So, to give you a little bit of history, when Tom and I met, or started dating about 5 years ago, my hair was cut into a pretty short bob. And the reason for that is because I have fairly thin hair. I was washing it every single day, so I was really stripping it down. And it was just so much easier just to keep it short because I never thought I could grow the long hair. But somewhere down the line, I think I started to get hair envy, because if you look at Tom's hair, it's been this long the whole time that we've dated. So here I was with my short little bob, and Tom with his lustrous hair, and I think he got on my nerves after a while. So I started to think about, how am I going to grow my hair long? And the first thing that everybody kept telling me is you can't wash it every single day. And that was hard for me. With thin hair, you obviously, especially here in Florida, it gets pretty oily. So, but I started to kind of wean off of that washing, and I first went every 2 days and 3 days. And now typically I won't wash my hair more than once a week. How often do you wash your hair?
Once or twice a week.
But your hair is also pretty does it get oily a lot?
Nope.
No. So for him, it works. For me, it's a struggle to go ahead and wait an entire week between washing, but I do my best to do that. And really, that was I think the biggest trick to getting my hair as long as it is. The other thing is I don't put a lot of heat on it. I don't use a straight iron. If I curl it, then I put it into Velcro rollers, and I'll put a little bit of heat with my hair dryer on it, but I don't use a curling iron for it either. So that's the second thing to growing the long hair. And then third, definitely conditioning a lot. So starting with the shampoos that both Tom and I use, it's a company called Gnarly Whale. And it's a vegan, not tested on animal product. It's owned by a husband and wife team. They make soaps, they make body wash bars, and some other cosmetics. One thing they don't make, which I'm very sad about, is they do not have a conditioner. So sadly, it'd be nice, right?
Yeah, stuff smells fantastic.
Yes. So when you actually wash your hair with this, it's pretty much like almost having aromatherapy. If you do it in the evening before you go to bed, it smells wonderful. Mine is Somali and Rose, and it pretty much has a rosy kind of a smell to it. What's yours?
Was it like Mountain Man?
Pirate Bay.
Oh, Pirate Bay. I think there's another one about Mountain Man or Lumberjack or something like that.
Yes, Lumberjack is another one. They have patchouli scents. They've got all kinds of stuff. What turned me on to this brand was actually Cooking Light did a little feature on spring type products, and they featured their peppermint soap, spearmint soap I think it is, spearmint soap. And I was intrigued, so I ordered that along with a couple of the shampoos, and I just loved it. So yeah, so I guess almost 2 years now that I've been ordering these products.
Yeah. It's a little hard to get used to at first because it's very watery. It's not like thick shampoo. So, but a little bit goes a long way.
Yes, and they do sell a pump to go with this. I actually have the pump, but I like to dump a lot of shampoo on my hair. So for me, I use it as is. But if you want to use the pump, it would definitely reduce the amount of product that you're going to need.
Yeah.
So as I stated, they don't have a conditioner, and I don't really have a favorite conditioner at this time.
I just use pretty much whatever.
So what we do both use is the leave-in spray conditioner. It's by Beauty Protector, and I will leave links to all the products in the comment box below. So really, Tom should be focusing on this one because his hair has been amazing since he started using it.
Yep, it's I don't know what it uses, but it just seems to go well with my hair. I just spray just a few spritzers in, and it lasts, for a couple days even. The
smell is amazing, right? It's amazing.
Completely detangleizes my hair, puts a little shine on it. I mean, my hair is, next time you probably see me, I'll have my hair colored, but this is my natural grays right now.
I have color treated hair. The lovely Tanya from House of Stylists does both of our hair, and I will leave a link to her Facebook page below for her salon. So yeah, amazing color, cut. She also does extensions at a very reasonable rate, so definitely check her out. But this product, yeah, I got it in my Birchbox maybe 3 years ago, and I loved it so much that I bought the full bottle, and I think we're on our third full bottle. And it will go a long way, like he said. For me, it's actually just 2 sprays at the very ends of my hair, and if I brush bottom up, the 2 sprays are enough to detangle my entire head. So it will go a long way. And it's not very expensive. I think the entire bottle is about $15. But I'll leave a comment, I'll leave a link to it so you can check it out and see what the actual price of the product is. If I am going to put any kind of heat to my hair, then I've been using the Toni&Guy Heat Protectant. I love it. I think it gives me a very silky, smooth texture to the hair. And again, the product goes a long way because you really just need a couple of spritz. And I love the sprayer on this. It's like perfect. Isn't it amazing? It's perfect. Nice. So yeah, it actually protects you from using a lot of it because the spray beautifully covers my entire head. So that's heat protecting. Conditioning outside of the spray. One thing that I use a lot, and Tom can attest to this as well, is unrefined organic coconut oil. This entire tub, I think, cost me about $5 at the fresh market. And just a tiny bit, probably about half of a dime.
Half of a dime, yeah.
Will be enough to put onto my ends. I do not put it all over my head because that's very greasy. But I will put it on my ends after I wash and towel dry, and it will leave my hair looking amazing the next day. And we don't only use it on our hair, we use it on our skin, right?
Yep. Well, my feet mostly.
Mostly your feet. My feet too. But it does an amazing job. So, and I've also used it on my dry patches on my cheeks. So pretty much all purpose, $5, and the tub will definitely last you at least a year, no doubt. So I would recommend this as an all-purpose kind of a moisturizing system for you. I did, before I came onto the coconut oil, I bought some of the Argan Oil, and it's not bad. It's pretty nice. It smells good, but I wouldn't say that it gives me the same results as the coconut oil. So maybe, Tom, you can try this out too and see if you end up liking it. It's just a conditioning oil. I don't know if you would use it as a heat treatment, but we can look online and see if you could do like a VO5 type. Going old school here. If I go out into the sun, because my hair is color treated, and when you color treat your hair, you'll want to do this too. Living in Florida, we spend a lot of time in the sun. We like to go to the water parks. So if I do that, I will put my hair up in a bun and I will douse it with this. It's the Tacky, pretty much UV protectant for your hair. And it's pretty much a bunch of oils. It's very greasy. But it will protect your hair from getting discolored. And I think I've now gone to the water park with this color 3 times, and yeah, I haven't had any fading whatsoever that I can tell.
Not yet.
And this color's been in for about 2 months, so I'm pretty impressed with how long. My hair's probably about 3 shades lighter than this in real life. So yeah, when you get your hair color, definitely great. And then for Texturizer, which is something I don't think you need, Tom, but for me, because of the fact that I have pretty fine hair, I've been using this. Now, I will say, this is the full-size bottle. This is not a sample. And it costs about almost $40, so it's kind of expensive. And I think I've been pretty liberal with it, so it doesn't last that long. But it's the Natural Tech Replumping Hair Filler Super Active, whatever that means. But I do know that it gives my hair some grip, so if I tease it, if I try and style it up a little bit, this will give it a little bit more of a coarseness so that it actually holds the style. Otherwise, everything just slips out of my hair. Tease won't hold nothing, so...
Is that and the moisture in Florida?
And the moisture, yes, just brings it to a limp. So I like it, but it's kind of pricey, so you'd have to decide if that's something you need for your hair. So I think we're gonna now move into hairsprays. My all-time favorite hairspray, believe it or not, is the Suave Touchable Finish Spray. The problem with this one is that you can barely ever find it. So when I've finally had enough and I've gone through a couple of hairsprays that I just don't like, I will literally go to every CVS, every Walgreens, every Walmart, every Publix in my general area just to see if I can't find it. And sometimes I get lucky, and if I do, I'll buy 3 cans of this. It's not expensive, obviously. It's Suave, so it's a couple of bucks. But what I like about it is it literally feels like you don't have any hairspray in your hair, and I don't like the tacky feeling at all. When I have another substitute for that, I just recently bought it and I don't hate it. It's the Nexxus Comb Through. So this one I bought, I think, at Publix. And I will say that I've heard, hey, don't buy these types of products outside of the, you know, actual licensed reseller of Nexxus or anyone, Paul Mitchell. So I don't know what the story on that is. I can tell you this isn't terrible. So even if it's a knockoff and it isn't real, it's actually pretty good. And it wasn't all that expensive. I think it was like $8.99 or something like that. So that should probably say that it's probably not real, but whatever. Good enough. And then if I really need some tackiness to the hair, I will use this Tacky. What I don't like about it is pretty offensive smell. It's very powerful. So, not horrible, but...
It's like alcoholic smell?
Yes, it is. And it really is very tacky. So if I'm teasing, I will underspray my hair with it, but I would never put it on the top of my head because I would have a helmet head with that. So that's something to consider. And I don't think that was very expensive at all. So considering that I go a whole week without shampooing and my hair is greasy, I will talk about my favorite dry shampoos. Klorane. I was turned on to this through Birchbox. It's pretty expensive, so it's a pretty small bottle. This is the full size, and I think it's almost 20 bucks. So it doesn't go a long way, but it will allow me to go the longest number of days without my hair looking too chalky. So I can use it 3 to 4 days in a row, and if I give it a good brush out, then it won't be too chalky. By the 4th day or so, I really need to switch to something more powerful, and that's when I use the Toni&Guy Cleanse. This one is cheaper. It's a big bottle, it'll last you a while, and I think it's, I don't want to mistake you, but I think it's like $12 or $13, and it'll go a long way. What I don't like this one as much is because, again, the scent is very overpowering. It will overpower your perfume, everything, and it is somewhat chalky, but still a pretty good dry shampoo, so a high recommend on that one. I also came on to a very cheap version through Birchbox again. It was almost less than $6, I think. It's pretty chalky, and it doesn't get rid of the oil as well, but it's not a bad product for the money. So it's probably on par with some of the other products that you'll see at like Ulta. So that is that. And I think that covers all the products that I kind of wanted to talk about. Tom?
Yes.
Did we do a good job?
I think so.
Yeah? I'm sorry that
Very informative.
Okay. So our next video will probably be something about music. We were talking about that. And then we'll also try and plan some videos around movies. I'd like to talk about some of the older movies that we grew up with that maybe people haven't seen yet, and you know how it influenced our lives. You know, I can think of many. I'm sure you can too as a movie buff. So yeah, next one I definitely want to hit the topic of music, and then we'll start talking about movies as well.
And you'll probably have some new products by then too.
I will, because I did actually order a eyeshadow palette that's coming in, and I also ordered some Morphe brushes, makeup brushes, foundation, and a small detail foundation brush. So I've never tried anything from Morphe, so we'll definitely give that a review. So, okay, well, thanks for listening, and definitely subscribe, leave comments, like the video if you like it, share it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.